There are warnings tonight that the planned High-Speed 2 rail line linking the Midlands to London is facing a £3 billion funding gap and won't necessarily deliver economic growth as promised. The spending watchdog, the National Audit Office, has cast doubt on the economic case backing the project, but the government dispute the watchdog's analysis. Our transport correspondent Peter Plisner reports.
Bringing high-speed trains to places like Birmingham's east side, where there'll be a station, is proving much more difficult than the government originally expected. Despite having support of all parties in Parliament, the debate about the merits of HS2 rumbles on. And this isn't the first report highlighting issues with the HS2 business case. Others have come from protest groups, but this one comes from the government's own spending watchdog, and as a result, ministers have to take it seriously. Among other things, it says the benefits to this region's economy have been poorly articulated, and it also says there's limited evidence about how much additional rail capacity will be needed in the future. The report also questions the timescale for building HS2, which it says could be overambitious. Those opposed to the controversial project have always had reservations about whether the numbers add up.
I think that the National Audit Office report is great news. They're saying what we've been saying for the last 3 years, that the case for HS2 has been fabricated, that they've been using out-of-date data, that they can't prove that the things that they're saying are going to happen, and the figures are wrong.
But Birmingham's business lobby doesn't agree. It maintains that there's little doubt about what HS2 will deliver for the city.
What do we know and what don't we know? These projects can only be assessed at the moment by counting time. That's the only thing they can measure. We know when you put big projects in like this, you get other benefits. You get new businesses setting up. You get jobs being created. Stuff happens when people can get to places quicker.
The government has said it doesn't accept all of the report's conclusions, partly because it relies on what it says is out-of-date analysis, which it adds doesn't take into account the progress that's been made on the project since last year. Peter Plisner, BBC Midlands Today.
Plans to